Okay, so we'll see how this goes. I have no idea what I'm doing. I actually do have a decent idea of what I'm doing in terms of, yeah. I don't know what game I'm gonna play though. I also need to be sure I can see both chats. That's lovely. I love that so much. So much. Okay. Need to figure out a way to multi-chat. Oh, I'm remembering now that I never got this fixed in the first place. Uh, the multi the multi chat, not to where I can see it. Like both chats go on screen, but not for me because when I read chat, I don't look at what you guys see. Get a separate thing for the chat. Okay, I have somewhere maybe. It looks like we're live. Chat is working. What did I what was it I had that allowed me to see both? I don't I don't remember. It's been so long since I've done this. What is this? Okay. I need so desperately to close. I really hope that didn't wasn't captured on stream. Anyway, the stream is working. I don't know what we're gonna play. I just need to freaking remember what it was I used. Okay, anyway. So I'm thinking maybe mayhaps Skyrim because I have modded Skyrim working surprisingly, very surprisingly. Um, which it might not continue to work, but uh in the event it does. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go here. Go here. Computer work. There we go. Love that. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Boop. Pop out chat. Okay, I'll just have to look at two separate chats. But, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so I was thinking either Skyrim here, and I'll pull up my Steam games. All right. So I was thinking Skyrim, FNAF Into the Pit, mayhaps. I have a lot of games. So just see what works, I guess. I'm lost in case you can't tell. Like mentally. Like up here I with the yeah. All right. Okay. So, video games. I got to decide what I want to play. There's so many, and it's so much harder when the ones I actually want to play, I can't play with anyone. And then like there's so many options, so it makes it so difficult to choose. Um, let's do Oblivion. How about that? Throwback to the good old days. I do actually we could do Oblivion. Just trying to think what would be the most satisfying game to play right now. Preferably one I have downloaded. View. Uh, uh, where it is. Here we go. Okay. So these are all my installed games. So this helps a little bit. I gotta go get pizza. I'll be right back. guys. I I think I made a mistake in cooking my dollar store pizza. Burnt it black. Oh no, don't fall on my desk. Lovely pizza. Delicious. Tasty. Wonderful. Just gonna set this back here as a constant reminder not to broil your pizza. Because it's a really bad idea, obviously. Okay. Fortunately, I've also got a barbecue sandwich, so I can actually eat that. 10 minutes isn't too long to have been doing nothing, is it? No? Yes? No? Maybe so? Yeah, no, I was gonna save this Sammy for tomorrow, but guess not. Okay, yeah, so Doom Eternal, I did want to play that. I do need to play through that. It also doesn't seem like too terribly difficult of a game. Right. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna go ham on this Sam itch real quick. Know what it looks like. I swear this isn't ASMR, okay? I'm fucking eating. Calm down. Jesus. Freaks. I don't want hair on my barbecue. That is going in the trash. I'm gonna need to wash my hand. And I'm gonna not want to do that. Okay, anyway, I'm thinking Doom Eternal, at least for a little bit, because I haven't played it before, like at all. And that way maybe eventually I can uh go into debt so we can play Doom the Dark Ages. I love doing nothing but eating in front of an audience of two potentially negative two people. Dude, not gonna lie, man. The best thing about that sandwich was the bread. Specifically in combination with the barbecue and the barbecue sauce. But the bread, man, you know? Just, oh, the bread. You know, I take it back. We are playing FNAF sicko game. Oh, yeah. I got this thing back. So that's fun. We're not gonna use it right now. I need to wash my hand. Wanna? Cayete, calm it down. Yes. Any. Wash my hands. Okay. My reward for beating this game will be allowing myself to wash my hand. Okay, find a way to lure the bear. Oh. What? I can't handle this. I'm going to wash my hands. I'll be back. Shortly, I swear. I now not have barbecue oil on my bleh, on my hand. I also have Coke. So that's lovely. Alright, so oh, this is in the modern times. Or the game's version of the modern times, I think. Yeah. Oh, pizza. Because we're luring Freddy, right? So pizza. Right? Right. I'm pretty sure it'll just put us back where we were just a moment ago. If we die, that's not so bad. It sounds way busier in here than it is. I think he might have some music playing to make it seem like he's real busy. Yeah, I think probably we need some pizza to lure out Freddy. least I think it's Freddy. I really don't remember. It's been too long. Nothing there. Huge freezer. Don't want to get locked inside. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, hold on. Let's go. So, Bonnie's the guitar. Chica is... Crap, no, Chica's food. I can't remember what... what the other characters were, or their names, honestly. Is this... Nope, I'm just blind. I thought it was open. Oh, we have the... Okay. Yeesh, kid. I get ya. Okay, so... we need a way to lure out the bear. Which I'm pretty sure is Freddy. Maybe, I think. You know, I really don't want to use Google. I can't. So it's Chica, Freddy, and Bonnie are the main ones. Okay, where is the bear? Didn't he capture one of the kids or something? One of little Ozzy's friends or something like that? You know, there's a chance we'll have to go back to his, like, main house, main room or whatever, and get some sort of book or something. Into the pit. It's daytime, brother. What do you mean? Look at this. It's dark in here. You know, like the game's dad always talks about. He's so old. Look at how old my dad is. He's 26. Isn't that so old? Okay, I'm gonna need a stark reminder of which bear it is that we're trying to lure. Oh, microphone. Okay, so Chica's food, Bonnie's guitar. So Freddy maybe is microphone. Oh. Don't think I want to do that right now. Oh my gosh, the random noises. Why? Quit scaring me needlessly. So I can't, honestly, I don't remember where it is we're trying to lure the bear from, and I can't remember for sure if it's Freddy. I'm pretty sure it is. Like 99% sure. You know, I should check and be sure that the stream is actually... I've done that. I'm paranoid. Hello there, Pookie chick. Oh my gosh. Hello there, little hatchling. Let's eat, not me. I'm skirt. Okay, yeah, so whatever it is we're gonna use to lure what I'm assuming is Freddy, it's not on the other side. It's not in the FNAF upside down. I hear footsteps. It is scary how close they are. You know what? Let's just make a run for it, you know? What can they do? Oh my son of a gun. Vince, Vince. Why? Why did I choose the vent? Oh my gosh. Springtrap, I hate you. Might be easier to go through the kitchen. Yeah, sure. Let's try the kitchen. Don't know why I keep jumping at that. Especially when I'm expecting it. Go away. I don't like this. Ah. My gosh. You're so dead. Why? Why did you go back through? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, maybe this game is actually pretty scary, guys. I might actually be a little scared. Maybe, potentially, perhaps. Oh, my heart might be racing just a little bit fast. Just a little bit. Why? Stop going through. I didn't press anything to tell you to do that, you stupid kid. Follow orders as you were instructed. Children should be controlled and not... Brain. Yeah, anyway. What? Okay, so... We need to lure... I'm assuming Freddy. Oh, we're trying to lure him out of the, security place, aren't we? I don't know, man. I'm just gonna go for it.
Pretty certain this trash has been sitting here since the meal closed. Ew, gross, disgusting.
Okay, I don't think there's anything here. There was at one point. Okay, let's try the library. Hey, kid.
Hey, Firecracker Kid.
Ha, still dig that name. You still want to trade for one?
Yeah, I have this.
I don't... We'll find me something a little more retro. Alright. Handheld gaming device, Freddy mask. Let's try this. Oh, nice. You got yourself a trade. Awesome. Thanks. Yada, yada, yada. Firecracker. Swallowed! Didn't know you were here. Love middle school drama. It's so entertaining. It's almost as entertaining as high school drama. Which is almost as entertaining as college drama, which is... the list goes on. Yeah, you don't look so good. Oh my gosh! No! Dad! No! Don't take me home! No! You know, it's sad that this alludes to some not so unreal worse things. I'm not gonna get into that conversation, though. there's anything in here, but, you know, they'll come around here eventually, maybe. And we can go back. I'm pretty sure we found everything that's in the house that's of note. There might be something to lure the bear, though, which... I don't like that. I don't know what just happened, but I do not like it. Is very no bueno, muy no bueno. No likey. Bad. Very bad. Oh, the red marks show the direction Springtrap is in, maybe. I think that's what it seems like. That's cool. Took me a long time to notice that, didn't it? Wild. Alright, let's see what the minigame is. Boo boo boo. Crap. If he walks through this door, we're just straight up dead. Like, there's nothing I can do. There's a cat? Since when do we have a cat? Have we always had the cat? Why is it acting? The cat is scared of the preen trap too. Maybe. That's why the cat is there. Thanks, you little pussy. Thanks so much. You just made my day so much better. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're gonna die now, too. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy. You're gonna get both of us killed. Hope you're happy. Good for you. Well, you may have helped this time, Cat. Just don't be stupid again, you stupid little cat. Yeah. Now hide. The attic. It's all the way across the dadgum house. Ah. I'm so strategic and knowledgeable on all the facets of this game. 100% totally. Great, fantastic even. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, bud, there's this thing called a door handle, a doorknob. You can just turn that, you know. It's pretty simple, actually. Actually, I think you're just resmarted and stupid. Like that laughing. How do we get to the attic? Ah, there it is, I think. Is there? Hold on. Settings. Screen brightness. Don't know if that. I don't. Yeah, no, that didn't say settings. Brightness. Like here. That is so bad. That is so bad. Okay. Is it the brightness that's bad or the contrast? Because we need to be, I, I want it to actually be visible, but I can't. I don't know how to do that in not post. Which I'm. Hold on. Oh, that's what we were just on. Okay. That's a thing too. This may just be a bad game to play on stream. Very unfortunate because it is a pretty fun game. Okay, filters, light filters, color correction. Yeah. Just need the darks. Oh, I did not realize. Yeah, I need the darks to be brighter in um the darks to be brighter and the shoot and the mediums and lights to stay the same. Okay, I don't know. I'm I think I'm just gonna play a different game because this one is just too dark to see. I don't freaking know how to get the settings how they need to be. Which, that's unfortunate. I don't think it's most fun to watch like this. I um I was able to edit them in post when I did the streams before to make the editing to make it to where you could actually see stuff. But I just can't I don't know how to do that in OBS because obviously the editing software has stuff, way more like settings and stuff than the streaming software, the recording software. All right. You know, I think we should do it. I think we should play Oblivion. I have such a here, I want to talk about this. I've such a strong, I don't know what it is, but there's something about probably know what this. Bebop? Khajiit Bebop. May have to look at that later. Anyway, um I I feel like I have such a strong aversion to playing Oblivion for some reason. I think because of its faults, even though I think objectively it is actually a better game than Skyrim, it's just more difficult to pick up and get back into kind of at random. So I guess let's do Skyrim. And I should probably actually change my uh stream settings to where it says I'm streaming Skyrim because pretty sure one of them I'm pretty sure Twitch still says I'm streaming music, which is definitely not the case. Okay. Yada yada. Game capture. Okay. Which I'm changing it. Bros before toes. I forgot that I had done that. Bros before toes. You know, I kind of get the feeling that it's going to be a little bit before I can fully hyperfixate on a game like I used to. Like actually enjoy playing it on stream and be able to convince myself to frequently play it on stream or at all for that matter. All right. Okay. Skyrim, here we go. I need to figure out which game to play. Which load which save file I want to load. Cause the one I'm on now is one of the ones for some or other. I don't even remember at this point. Okay, this is apparently one that I have got past the boring parts of, but not too far into. Also, now that I think about it, I know I have it to where it works. I don't like well enough. I don't remember if I got all the mods I needed. But that guy over there was me. Oh, what? This doesn't feel like a character I'd make. I mean, I remember playing this, but I don't remember making my character look like that. Okay, anyway, we'll do something, maybe. Dude, I'm so excited for Elder Scrolls 6. Not gonna lie, man. After Bethesda dropped the big stinker that is Starfield, I don't have particularly high hopes for ES6. Like I want it to be amazing and fantastic and beautiful and lovely. I just don't think it's gonna. I just don't think it's gonna be that. Okay. Yeah, this is like a fresh save too. You know, at one point in time I said that it was my goal to get all of the achievements for Skyrim, which is really stupid, not very feasible. But it is possible, especially if I'm gonna be streaming a lot. Yeah, it's not the right button. There we go. So I mean, I could we could make that the goal. All right, you know what? Let's do it. We're gonna do some Skyrim Shivo hunting. Emperor of the Circle, buy a plot of land. Okay, this is gonna take a while. All right, you know what? Let's go. Let's make our way to Whiterun, and then we'll make our way to Falkreath. Actually, I need to figure out a good way to get a horse. Because this this just ain't gonna cut it. Not for our purposes. This is very beautiful though. Like even in the midst of the questionable quality of the graphics in this game, it's still so beautiful. If you ask me, that is. Like honestly, the big thing for me that like really does it for me when it comes to the exploration aspect of Skyrim is the music. Like because like even though it's not the most accurate vision, the most accurate or beautiful imagery, like you can understand the idea of what you're looking at. Like you can understand what it's supposed to be within the actual lore of this world, and it just I don't know. It kind of sucks you in, or at least it does for me. Like like I wouldn't quite say that I feel like I'm a part of this world. Oh, yeah. These guys. No, you won't. Yep, one of us is going to rip the giant in half. You know, I'm pretty sure we have to get the final blow for this person to respect us. Oh, I guess we did. All right. Oh. Oh. Got the T-pose. Scrimor. My constant freaking autistic mouse moving around while trying to talk to this lady is not helping. Literally not. All right, that's lovely. Okay, thank you. Oh, I see. What is a shield brother? Yep. You're very good at talking. Vesker. All right. I'm looting this guy. He only has arrows. That's lovely. Bro, I love like the concept for these guys so much. So cool. Um but yeah, the thing I was saying about the world and stuffs. We are very low on gold. Like I don't know. I don't really know exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm kind of trying to think I think I think the point of my little rant is just to try to verbalize my appreciation for this game and like figure out what I like about it. Cuz honestly like obviously like this game has plenty of flaws, and frankly, it's not a game I am always in such a mood to play. It's just like there's just something about it, you know? And I think the thing about it that all right. Oh, am I one of the Nords? Is that why he don't like me? Stormcloak. Yeah, but like I'm trying to because I know the reason I like this game so much is primarily because of the immersion, and I'm just trying to figure out what is good about the immersion and what isn't. Also, yeah, I definitely have some mods active. These trees aren't normally here. Because like yeah, because the I actually don't think I want to talk to Yorland right now. The like in terms of the cities I don't find particularly immersive. Okay, we can leave. We can leave now. How about something? Um, yeah, like the cities for the most part, I don't find particularly immersive most of the time, just because they're pretty small, and they're pretty small and they don't have a lot of people. And the reason for that is one, because you can't make a one-to-one scale game. And for two, it's like okay then. And for two, they have it the game is designed so that anyone you stop and talk to has their like routines for the day. And they can hold something of a conversation with you. And so that's why there's so few people in the cities, which I think is a neat design philosophy as opposed to immersion through surface, which is like the having lots of people and lots of architecture but uh less different cities, I guess. So that like when you talk to the people, it's more immersive. Uh but then again, I think I would prefer a more immersive city. It's part of why I want to play The Witcher, but I would like to read the books first. Um yeah, so like the the immersion in regards to the cities in terms of how it's like actually executed, I don't feel like I actually care a whole lot. I don't feel like does the cities that well. I mean, like this, which granted, this definitely has some use of mods for sure. But just like hello? Okay, I'm just paranoid. But yeah, like granted, this has some use of mods for sure. But like just the lights coming off from a city in the distance is just so beautiful to me. And that's still like the world from a more, I don't know, landscape perspective. I uh I feel like the what Skyrim does well. I feel like maybe what I like that Skyrim does for me does so well is the connecting the world as a whole and like the aesthetic. That's what it is, I think. It's the aesthetic. Like the music coupled with the vibe that you get from certain colors and uh certain colors and certain scenes, landscapes and stuff. Like that I think is what to me is so appealing because the, most of the like if I'm honest, most of a lot of the moments in Skyrim, frankly, pretty boring. Like this, even though I can to some degree appreciate the landscape, it's not the most uh enjoyable, I guess. And it's like the entirety of this game has a certain kind of plastic toy type feel to it to me. The graphics, I mean. Like everything feels and I don't know why and I don't know quite how to describe it, but everything feels like a toy. Like like it's made out of plastic. Like it feels like all the stuff in this game, like the mountains and everything, were made out of plastic, and then they somehow simulated the plastic into the computer, and you're playing the game or whatever. It's just like, so like I don't like that about the graphics. Um, and then the combat, obviously, not so great. I do like the skill trees, but the you want to fight me, boy? Guess not. Bye bye. Save. But yeah, just the aesthetics, right? Like even though, especially like something like this, when music like this hits, sometimes it just hits hard, man. You know, like the wolves and I of course don't like too, there's the aspect of the graphics being very dull. Like like the colors literally are dull where they shouldn't be. There's not a whole lot of contrast. Like even looking at this, it's kind of like one big blob of colors. But back to I think the aspect of the immersion that draws so many people in is the world and the aesthetics. And I think they kind of play into each other. And I think the music contributes so much to the vibe of this game because like it's just Skyrim would not be Skyrim without the music. And granted, like, oh my son of a, I scared the fuck out of me. Granted, some of some of the music is lackluster. Like I personally think the battle music is immensely boring. Don't tell shit, what's his name? Also, once again on the music, if I'm honest, Scott, a lot of some of Skyrim's music is very unique. Like the ones that hit, I think are pretty unique to Skyrim, but a lot of them are just watered down versions prior games of the music from the soundtracks from prior games. Oh no. So like the like I played Oblivion first, and I think some of the music I noticed was similar to Oblivion but just redone. And then after I played Oblivion and Skyrim, which Oblivion is the fourth, Skyrim is the fifth, Morrowind is the third. So after I played the fourth and the fifth games, I played the third one, Morrowind, and animations are sick as hell too in this game. Um, what was it? Where where was I? The music. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The blah, blah, blah. Hello, hello. No, no, come hither. But yeah, like so after that, I played Morrowind. Morrowind soundtrack is literally just better Oblivion. Except it's the opposite because Oblivion came out after Morrowind. So like Oblivion is just like kind of redone uh Morrowind soundtrack, and then Skyrim is just, aside from a few songs like this one is a vibe. Um but like aside from a few songs, Skyrim is just watered down Morrowind and Oblivion soundtrack. And it's so upsetting to see that. I don't know. It's also I just Whoopty. I just want to say it's really kind of sad that didn't need to take that. It's it's really kind of sad that this came out in 2012 and Oblivion came out 6 years or so before that, maybe 7. Wait, no, this game came out in 2012 or 2011. It was almost 2012. But anyway, 2011, 2012. Uh Oblivion came out around 5 or 6 or so. And 6 years later, so so here's the thing. They could have pulled off this quality of graphics, or at least way closer to it than they did in Oblivion, which came out like 6 years earlier. And then, while this is exponential improvement, it's sad that it's not better because, frankly, it's not very good. We're gonna die. Oh, I'm T-posing. That's nice. Ha ha ha. Please don't kill me. I'm just a messenger. I'll never do that again. Please forgive me. Where am I going? Help me! Help me, homeless woman! Please help me! Hunter, help me! I would not die! Hunter, help me! I would not die! No! Me no like vampire! Oh! Please no kill me! Please no! Please no! Please no kill me! Oh, she's got it. She's got it. Oh, they're not as overpowered as I thought. But yeah, so I think the strong suits of this game are the immersion, uh, or I guess not the I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to get into this game, or even to get back into this game when you have other stuff on your mind, I guess. Like The Witcher, which only came out like 3 or 4 years later and has infinitely better graphics and better yada yada and yada yada. But I don't know, just like if you played this, if you were someone who played this game at the right time in your life, then it just and you like it, then it just struck a chord. It just struck a certain itch. I don't quite know I don't quite know how to describe the itch I'm talking about. Don't even know if I know what it is. I think if I sat down and actually thought about it, I could like be coherent. But considering I'm just kind of rambling on, I don't think that's um, of much import currently. I think it's I think for me maybe it's just the like Skyrim is okay, maybe not Skyrim. Maybe just Elder Scrolls in general I think is uh in the medium of what is this? I can't see you. His face. Oh, he's an orc. Okay. Folks often do underestimate me. Real. Ooh, let it go. Vengeance is poison. I love vengeance. What are you talking about, man? Like to. Didn't say the last line. It was only in the subtitles. Bethesda, what is this? The love triangle. Ah, so you tracked it. When did that happen? I don't feel like talking to this guy right now, but apparently he's a follower, so it's Tershmean. All right. Well, I'll just keep him in mind then, I guess. Maybe. Probably not. I'm gonna forget about him. Where is... It's this way. T-poles! Yeah, but like, the... Skyrim is the, I feel... I feel as though the Elder Scrolls, what I was saying before we attacked that dude's dogs or whatever, I feel as though... Oh, cool. It's a bandit. Oh no! It's a bandit! And he tried to kill me! Looky there, who would have thunk? Oh no, I don't like that. Oh no, it's another bandit! Stop it, bandit! Bandit, be a good little bandit, and bow to my blade. Please, sir, be a good little bandit. Be a good little bandit and bow to my blade. Bandit, be a good little bandit. I got lured by the dummies. Be a good little bandit. Oh, Schnitzel. Oh, Schnitzel. Be a good little bandit and bow to my blade. I said kiss the ground beneath my blade's feet. You did not bow to my blade when I told you to. Bow to my blade, good sir. Yeesh. How many times do I have to tell you? Bow to my blade. It is really very quite simple. Um, but yeah, I think at the point that these games came out, they were some of the best uh they were some of the best at doing what they do in the video game medium. So like which I well I know I know Skyrim's the most popular one, but I really do think Oblivion and Morrowind are objectively better games. They just aren't better in the regards that people generally think about. And Skyrim is also easier to pick up and play than uh like Oblivion and Morrowind. I feel like if you're not like really sucked into it, then it's difficult to kind of pick back up on a random occasion and play for like a couple hours and then cease. Like you really kind of need to binge it for a while. But the thing I think I think Elder Scrolls um specifically Morrowind and Oblivion and certain aspects of Skyrim I think had I think were probably some of the best fantasy games in some of the best fantasy media in the video game medium. Oh, oh, no, please don't. I'm gonna die. I don't have a torch. I need like a torch or something. Yeah. Do I have a torch? Oh, do I have magic? Flames. Come back over here. That didn't do nothing. That gum lady. You strong. You strong. I think I'd rather die to you than be stuck with you. Oh, oh, that was not fun at all. Um, well, that was easy. But yeah, like the gum, she got a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff. To actually use a lot of this stuff. I don't want to get over encumbered though. But yeah, like I think at the time that these came out, there were definitely some, especially the ones before Skyrim. Was just more popular for. I think it was more popular for being uh I gotta go use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. But yeah, I think Elder Scrolls was really just one of those games that scratched the itch for exploration and like immersion within a fantasy world for the video game medium, especially for like younger people like kids and for people who wanted to be immersed in a world of the fantasy genre at that time via the medium of video games. I think Elder Scrolls was a great way to go. And I think that's maybe why it got, I mean, that's why they're so beloved, you know? And the thing is too, like crap. There we go. Yeah, like oh. Oh, that's lovely. I can use those. Yeah, I really I think I really am. Actually, I don't think I'm harping on it as much as I feel like I am. Maybe implying some not so good things about the quality of the Elder Scrolls games. But I really do think that for the time they came out and for the audience, which I don't think was necessarily the target audience, but I think it ended up being more likable specifically to younger guys who had kind of like an itch for exploration and the fantasy genre, but not necessarily for the difficulty of something like Dark Souls, which at the time wasn't even that popular. I don't I don't think I don't think it got popular until sometime in the 2010s. I'm not sure exactly when. Um, but yeah, I yeah, I feel like it because something a world the world building of a world like Elder Scrolls, like to make that world building into an actual game like this, a series of games, is incredibly ambitious, very ambitious, and it it the world building itself isn't all that impressive, but it scratches all those. I feel like it scratches a lot of those itches for younger fantasy lovers, fantasy enthusiasts, you know. Like for me, I think it scratched the itch for like wanting to for it it scratched the itch of um getting to explore a fantasy world for yourself. So like as someone a little older, especially getting into this game. Now that I imagine would be rough getting into this game at an older age or uh I mean obviously if you don't like fantasy, like you wouldn't like this game. But like if I feel like as someone older, like like when your tastes in media get a little more refined. Oh my gosh. Oh, nope. Um yeah, like it doesn't uh Skyrim is like a baby version of the fantasy world building that every fantasy enthusiast wants as an adult and really just in general as a child or whatever. Um, I cannot see a thing. It is so dark, and I can. I I'm sure it's even worse for the live stream. Stupid dog. But yeah, it 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 really is. I feel like a baby version of that fantasy world building itch that so many fantasy genre enthusiasts have. Um, and the I think the reason it's so part of the reason it's a baby version is because instead of like instead of morphing the games to fit uh the world was kind of morphed to in order to fit the games, and so that causes the scaling to be wild. Like this whole map, I do not need that. Nope. What is happening? What did I? Okay, you guys saw nothing. Like the whole. No, I kind of just want to walk around and keep talking. The Yeah, so the world of Elder Scrolls, I think for sure was built around um let's fast travel over here so we can explore up here. Uh like the world was built around the idea of being able to turn it into a playable game rather than the world being revolved around being the best, like fantasy world building that it could be. Um so compare it comparing it to say The Witcher. The Witcher was designed to be a world that stories took place in, and it was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We might die. with this lovely music playing in the background. Oh, the hound is still alive! Oh, you know what? Health. Magica. Okay. It's probably the wrong element to use against a death hound, but oh my gosh. Let's go. Yeah, so like the the world of The Witcher didn't originally have to confine itself to the idea of being made in a playable game engine, whereas Skyrim did. So Skyrim was built with the idea that it needed to be playable. Skyrim was built with the knowledge that it needed to be a playable world in mind. Whereas something like The Witcher or Lord of the Rings was made with the idea that it was just meant to get a story told, or not just. I feel like that word undermines the the work of things like Lord of the Rings or Tolkien and The Witcher and so forth. Um, but my point is that Skyrim was made that while other fantasy worlds uh were made with the idea of telling us telling a story with written words um to the audience that th- it didn't really have nearly as many limitations because the limitations were up to the limitations were the imagination and how well the person with the author with that imagination could articulate it with words, and in some cases with pictures, such as with Tolkien's maps, or in something such as like Berserk. uh and so yeah, so this game, however, the world wasn't built uh with the intent of only having the limitations of imagination and articulation of that imagination. Because those two things allow for so much freedom, so much freedom. But when every, especially before like your average video game addict, your average, especially before your average nerd could sit down and download uh Unreal Engine 5 or 4 or whatever and learn how to make games. Especially before that was like common, it was difficult to it was incredibly difficult to bring imagination to life within the video game medium. And so when Skyrim, I think, was made, it was made with that thought in mind of with that with that vast limitation in mind. And so the actual world building uh of Skyrim isn't actually as frankly, if I'm honest, the world building of Skyrim or the Elder Scrolls in general is actually pretty impressive. It's just that the execution of that imaginative world is somewhat lackluster, especially now that we can compare it to other modern games. I think the appeal of um the appeal of first person. Please don't talk to me. There are probably plenty of other souls around. What do you want? Oh, sure. Yeah, like the appeal of a game like this, a game like a first person. Damn, she is running to get to that town. The appeal of a first person fantasy RPG is that you get to experience the fantasy world from a first person perspective. Like you're the one who gets to make the choices. You're the one who yada yada yada. And D&D does that I think from a bit better. The difference lies in one, you need people to play D&D, like friends, which can be difficult to find. And dang, um, you must not have been locked up for that long to have killed a wild wolf out there. What the heck? Woof woof. Dang. But yeah, like there's so D&D has the uh the downsides of one, it's complicated from or one, it takes friends to like you need you need people to be able to play it. Two, it um is from the player's standpoint, it's pretty complex. It's not so simple as like pick up a controller and play, like with Oblivion or Skyrim or Morrowind or Baldur's Gate or what have you. I'm not actually sure about Baldur's Gate. I haven't played those games. Same for The Witcher, in both of those regards. Um, but yeah, it's the difference between that is so you have the technical side and the needing people to play it. Whereas with a and also it doesn't have visuals, so it requires your imagination a little more to like figure out what's going on. Whereas with a video game, you see everything, and so that's both an upside and a downside, I think. Um, because it kind of limits what can be left to the imagine. Was not expecting to die. It kind of limits what can be left to the imagination. Um, and at the same time, if you can see a really pretty scene for in like a fantasy world, it can be very a very surreal and enjoyable experience. Uh, especially when when it hits right, when you really get immersed and the music starts playing and you're like, "Oh wow, this is really cool. This is really pretty." Or yada yada yada. Or the world building here is in this game is really good, you know? Um yeah. So I think yeah, so that's one of the upsides. The like that's one of the reasons you would might pick a video game over something like D&D. And then there's also I guess like it also feels a little more like you're there because you're actually swinging the sword and stuff. Like even though you're not physically doing it, there's something there to simulate swinging the sword to a greater degree than there typically is in like D&D or something. Um, so once again, that first person, the first person aspect of it feels more real. Uh, and then the visuals, and then also the audio, and the fourth thing, so like the music, and then the fourth thing I think is there's more with D&D. You kind of make up your own world and everything, versus with stupid Argonian. I scoff it. I scoff at they. Um, yeah, versus shoot. Yeah, like with D&D, you're kind of making stuff up as you go, and you're imagining it in your own mind, and you also don't get to see it, yada yada, and it's like it's yours, you know, your or it's your friends or something, you know, like it's um it's both sides of the coin I think have their the same, in fact, upsides and downsides, just in different ways. Um, but it's like with D&D, you're imagining and creating your own world, or someone in the friend group is doing that, is creating and imagining the own world and creating and imagining the own story, just having the mechanics to help guide you through that. Versus with a video game, there's not really much room for player or DM or group friend input. You're experiencing someone else's fantasy world, like wholeheartedly, you know? I don't think I can survive this. No. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. But yeah, so like, and I mean, it's in that aspect, it is the same for, um, it's the same for consumable media versus RPG media, or like something like D&D. Um like video game RPGs, fantasy, in this case specifically fantasy RPGs, have kind of a mix of the two. What's up? How's it going? This not gonna lie, I'm just kind of walking around ranting about um my thoughts on like Skyrim as a fantasy game, but is going this run is going pretty all over the place. I don't even know what my like goal is, if I'm honest. I started it up and I was like right at the very beginning, past all the boring stuff in Riverwood. And so I've just kind of been roaming around. But yeah, so first of all, welcome. You're the first one to show up here in a minute. I've just kind of been talking to the open air and hoping someone will either listen or watch the VOD. Or preferably not, because frankly my thoughts are a mess. But I'm I'm just kind of talking about the my thoughts on Skyrim as a game and as a like piece of fantasy medium. So I'm sorry, my head is so like wrapped around the idea of uh analyzing Skyrim as a game and just kind of comparing it to other fantasy media. So it's I feel like so I have mixed feelings on Skyrim because if it's if you are someone who oh my gosh, if you are someone who loves the fantasy genre like me and i- you play Skyrim at the right time in your life, then it can be amazing. Um hmm, what just happened? Ah, Bandit. Yeah, like if you play it at the right time in your life, Skyrim can be such an amazing experience. And if you analyze it as a game, um, or if you play it as a game later on, like when you're a little bit older or when you have more fan fantasy media related experiences to compare it to, it doesn't feel like it's nearly as good of a game. Same for the other Elder Scrolls games, specifically, or at least to me specifically, Morrowind and Oblivion, because frankly, I think Oblivion and Morrowind are actually objectively way better than Skyrim. It's just Skyrim is easier to get into and also easier to pick up and play, in large part because of the graphics, but also for various other reasons. But like, it's it it's really very lackluster in a lot of departments. And it still somehow manages to pull a lot of people in to the world building and to immerse a lot of people, myself included. Uh and I'm trying to kind of figure out why that is. And so far, the conclusion I've come to is like, so one, why is Skyrim such a such a such a what's the word? Like, why is Skyrim such an intriguing game to so many people? Why do people, who like the fantasy genre like Skyrim so much, especially when it's just really not as good as something, as just objectively a lot, at the very least a lot of aspects about something like Skyrim or like the Elder Scrolls aren't really as good as other genres or other pieces of media that do serve a similar purpose, like The Witcher or Baldur's Gate, yada yada. Um, and I think part of the reason that it's so appealing. So one of the reasons I think it's so appealing is to uh especially to younger, generally I think younger guys who have an interest in fantasy, um is it really is kind of like a toy version of a full-fledged fantasy world. And I was talking earlier about how com- volume on Steam. You're right. There's not any game volume on stream. That's embarrassing. To be fair, not much has been going on in the game or at all aside from me yapping, but I appreciate you sharing that. My setup is a mess. I'm rambling so much. It just comes down to being able to play an RPG and relax without having to sit down and calculate a build. Just play as opposite to say Dragon Age Origins. That's why people who don't normally play RPGs like Skyrim. Yeah, the I think the thing that I'm trying, because of course way more Skyrim is way easier to get into for people who don't want to get into the technical side and who don't want to have like a super difficult time fighting bosses like people who like to play Dark Souls and like fantasy. I think what I'm trying to figure out is why I like it so much, because to me it is lackluster in a lot of departments, and it still draws me in to such a strong degree for some reason. And I'm trying to figure out what that is. Um because I don't think, like, I don't think the play experience, like playing the game, is something I can really appreciate as much anymore. Um Especially for Skyrim, and also to a degree for Oblivion and Morrowind. Uh, but I think you're right about it being able to just play an RPG and like not have to think about the uh, the mechanics and stuff. I'm just I I think I'm just trying to mentally separate what it is I do and don't like about it. I guess, and I guess that's so I can take inspiration from it, maybe. Because I think the world building is actually pretty good in the Elder Scrolls. I certainly find it interesting, even though it's not, like, obviously it's a video game, so it can't be a one-to-one um comparison with actual ideas and or the lore of the world. But the lore, I think, is actually really interesting. Um yeah. And I think to the I don't know. Who are you? Yeah, like the T-pose. Dude, okay, so I have a few mods. There are so many T-poses. Watch this, watch this. Let me put up my swords. Let me put up my weapons. Yeah! What? You've been doing the T-pose for so long. Why now? Why, when I try to show someone, do you not do the T-pose? You stupid idiot scoundrel. Why? Boy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Get away from me. Holy. Ah! Mother, I would please like not to die, por favor. What are your thoughts on the Skyrim battle music? Because I love with a passion Skyrim's music, and I don't think that I care just a whole lot for the battle music. Oh, I'm 11 minutes late, apparently. But thank you for the follow, Perfect Zip. Not gonna lie, Hey, can I just steal this horse? Hey there, bud, you're mine now. Yeah, not gonna lie. Battle music, bit much with the vocals. Some mod that changes the music. Real. Yeah, not gonna lie. When I first saw your name and saw you chatting, I was like, because I'm terrible at remembering names. I used to be great at remembering names. I could remember everyone's name. Now there are certain people that if I don't like talk to them enough, then I just straight up forget their name and have to ask it like every single time I talk to them. If I talk to them. Anyway, point is, I saw your name and I was like, I might know this guy. And might have just forgot his name. So I'm not gonna say anything about being new or whatever. But then it's like, oh, it actually is someone new. I'm not just forgetful and dumb. The horse likes me. He's mine now. No, he's not. You stupid! Ow, don't shoot. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. You're wrecked. Oh, I see you mine now. Ooh, the mines. Kolskegger mines. So you're, since you like Skyrim, I'm assuming I'm assuming you're also a fantasy enthusiast, like myself. Am I correct in that assumption? Mr. Ghost, what's up? Took you long enough. It's only been 2 hours. Meow. Hello, good sir. Fuck, you have a lot of health. Please don't hit me. You're probably strong. And I don't like it when strong people hit me. I'm only allowed to hit them. There we go. You're not forgiven, Mr. Ghost. That is a horrible offense. You're one of my moderators. You're supposed to be here as the second I start streaming. The nanosecond, okay? It's whatever you're doing, you look, you need to get a program that closes out all your other programs and only opens Twitch as soon as I go live. Nah, I'm joking. I kid. I'm messing with you. I swear. I don't expect that from anyone. I would never. Beautiful. Alright, horsey? Horsey, where the horsey? Where did my horsey go? That gummity left. Hey, it's a chicken. Oh, dude. Not Doug Doug. Who's Doug Doug? Look, I don't keep up with stuff on the internet, okay? I keep up with a little bit of stuff. Like, I watch Moist Critical every now and then, but I'm mostly like, fuck drama. It's annoying, you know? Like a streamer, YouTuber. He codes. What's the, here, you know, I've taken all the fun away from it by asking, so, you don't have to continue. You can just move on. Yeah, yeah. But, Mr. Perfect Zip. So, assuming you're still here, you, I'm assuming since you play Skyrim, you're interested in fantasy as well, right? Also, Mr. Ghost, do you have, um, do you have a foot in the door of, the fantasy genre? Or do you just happen to like Dark Souls because it's fun? Hey, we found Markarth. Okay. See, I don't actually care just I don't actually care just a whole lot for the difficulty of Dark Souls or Elden Ring. What fascinates me is forgot there are bat people in this. In my modded version of this. What did it for me is the world and the aesthetics, like just the vibe. I don't actually care a whole lot for the actually I do I do like the combat in Dark Souls and Elden Ring. It's just not you motherfucker. And who are your people? The Nazis? The KKK? Motherfucker, take this. Dab on tomatoes. That's old. I don't care.
Did you see what happened? You don't have to say sorry to me. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
Alright, oh yeah, Dark Souls. Are you saying what to the situation of those guys getting attacked, or what to me saying I don't play Dark Souls for the combat? Because that is indeed a very emphatic whoop. Not whoop, what? I'm slow. The KK. Oh! Is that not a socially acceptable thing to say? Am I unaware of something? Look, he said, I die for my people, as he attacked and killed a woman out of fucking nowhere. That's some Nazi KKK behavior shit. Like... Ow. But yeah, yeah, I play oh, I mostly play Dark Souls. All right, see you in a minute, Mr. Ghost. I mostly play Dark Souls and Elden Ring for the world building and the exploration, the fantasy. Like I won't say I don't care about the combat because the combat is really good. Way better than Skyrim. And it's not the main thing that I was there for. The main thing I was there for was uh the the aesthetics and the art and the fantasy world, the exploration. So yeah. Bro, not gonna lie, this is making me want to draw so bad. Like Rainy Markarth, hell yeah. What a do? You know, I think mayhaps perfect zip left, which is really sad because he or she, I don't actually know. They made the live stream perfect, you know? Just tied everything together like a shoelace. I'm surprised that didn't hurt. Yeah. Yeah, you wish me had a push. Wussy. I love fantasy. I love having fantasies. You did not hear that. You know, I'm really tired. I should probably start checking my activity feed more. Dalton, 5, 6, something numbers. I highly doubt you're still here, but if you are, thank you for the follow. I clearly am terrible at keeping up with that stuff. No, that's fun. That's chill. Everything's great with that. Where am I going? You know, used to this game would scratch the itch I have for like a good piece of fantasy related media. But now it only infuriates that itch. Makes it both more painful and more itchy. Welcome back, Mr. Ghost. I was just saying how, fantasy. Yeah. Do you want to see some updates on my art before I get off and go to bed? Alright. I saw they were pretty good. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. I don't think I've streamed since I shared this drawing. Bleh. Okay, I'll be down in a minute. All right. So this isn't edited quite right for uh the coloring or what have you, but it's in essence the same drawing. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I'm proud of it. It's pretty good. I'm also working on another one. Quick. Find it, that is. Oh yeah, dude. I had forgot. I recently got like a massive spider bite on my leg. Supposedly a brown recluse bite, and it is rough. It's like, let me see if I can find this drawing first. But it's massive. Spider bite. I would show a picture, but not gonna lie, I'm low-key kind of sensitive about uh the way my leg looks, so I'm not gonna do that. But here's the other drawing. Show the picture? All right, this is the drawing I'm working on. It's this is just kind of an offhandedly taken photo of it, but it's come a long way since this. But this is the most recent one I can find, and it's his this part, his face and stuff has mostly changed the same, stayed the same. The other piece. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. I'm working on here. Uh, I don't know if you're even going to be able to read it, but I'll show you. I'll show you what I have written so far. I mean, blah blah blah. I'm working on a short story for this character, and my idea is to make to write this short story as like an actual legitimate short story, and then to also um turn that short story into a comic. And ideally I would have like multiple of those. And my my hope, my goal is that every page would be at this quality. That's my that's the dream goal, I guess. Um yeah, a little pretty ambitious. I don't think it's yeah, I appreciate that. I think I think it's I think I have a lot of yeah, for sure. I think I have a lot of goals and ambitions that are a little bit less at least right now, are a little bit less feasible. But like this, I think I can do. Like, because the short story would be maybe like 10 pages, and then you can script out 70 pages or so of the comic as an equivalent of the short story and have it done. Uh, Realistically, I think maybe within about a year I could have it done. I think if I were able to and had the motivation to work on it full time, like 40 hours a week, just draw, and like write and script and everything. If I had the time and the finances and yada yada to do that, I think I could have it done in, I could have the full 70 pages done in like a month or two. It's just that with everything else on top of not really having, honestly, not really having any source of income, which for now is fine because I live with my parents. Um, but on top of that and like just time and school and yada yada. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to, cuz especially if I can get this published or anything like that, I I want it to be the best that it can be, especially while I'm not um well, I'm not a slave to a date, you know. Well, I don't have a due date. I can just do the best I can and make it as refined as I can. The the thing is I just need to be sure to actually work on it and make progress. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I I just need to be sure that I'm like actually spending time at all because I have, I mean, as you can see with the streams, obviously, I have a really bad habit of procrastinating and putting things off. And so, yeah. So I just, if I can consistently make progress, then then I think I then I think I can justify taking my time. But if it's like in little spurts where like once a month I sit down for 3 days and do nothing but draw and that's all I do that month, then like that's not good. I need to at least be doing a little bit every single day or at least a decent little bit every single week or something around that, you know. I need to be consistent. And that's part of why I'm trying to start streaming consistently, just to have something that's consistent in my routine so that I can, like, I'm just trying to drop little anchors in my schedule. Like streaming will be the first thing that's consistent, and then hopefully I can try to get a more consistent sleep schedule and then consistently have a time, say, to do homework, to exercise, stuff like that. And eventually it's just, I'll be knocking different things out of every ballpark just slowly and steadily and consistently. But now it's just like getting into forming those habits in that routine. Anyway, my parents are going to bed. I need to get off so that I can tell them good night and uh not make too much noise. Yada yada yada. Yeah. See you, Mr. Ghost, and anyone else who's here. I'll be back sometime in the next couple days. Bye bye. Take care.